Hello guys, we're here again cooking. We did the flan video this morning and it turned out good. Well, we haven't tried it yet, so I can't say that it's good, but I'll show you what it looks like. And then I'm gonna go ahead and teach you how to make Puerto Rican meatballs or albóndigas. Albóndigas. Okay, so this is what the flan looks like in the pot. I have to turn it around and put it nicely on a plate, so that you can see the top, how it has the caramel and it's yummy. But I'm gonna have to do that a little bit later. Actually, I'll leave it here so that I don't forget. I already started the rice. It dried up already. So it's just a matter of putting the top on it. And that is done. I don't have to worry about that. But let me show you how to make the albóndigas. For the albóndigas, you need ground beef, carne molida, ground beef, and let's put it in this one. Okay, let me rinse this real quick. And what you do, you put the meat. Let me get this down so that you can see what I'm doing. Let's move it over here. There you go. Okay, so I have the meat. I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands one more time, just to make sure that my hands are nice and clean. So you go ahead and put the ground beef in a bowl, like so. And then the next thing you need to put in there is garlic. What I do, I chop my own garlic with the pilón, my Puerto Rico pilón. So I kind of mash them like this on first, just to peel them. Just mash it and it takes the skin right off, and then I put it in there. And I do the same thing with all the other ones. I have 4 of them. Okay, so mash it to peel it, take it out, mash it, take it out. Voila. Okay, and I save all this other stuff for my compost. The skin, I save it for my compost. And as you guys know, I have oregano plants all over my house. And so I bring some in, and I have this dry leaf. That's the one I use that I put in the pilón. And I put some black pepper in there as well. Nice black pepper. I kind of feel like putting all the spices in there now, so that it's all in one, since it's all going in the meatballs. I think I'm gonna do that. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So I have the cumin, and I'm gonna put just very little because it's strong. So I'm gonna put, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Just 5 little seeds of it because it's extremely strong. And then I have cilantro. And I'm just going to put a little bit, just a tiny bit. And coriander. This is organic ground coriander. And just sprinkle a little bit. Whoa, I went a little too much there, but that's okay. Coriander is good. And then the annatto is to make the sauce red. So I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to wait on that one. So let me go ahead and chomp, 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 chomp the garlic with all the spices in there. And you know, sometimes I like to put a little bit of this Italian seasoning too, because it has all kinds of yumminess in it. It has marjoram, oregano, thyme, rosemary, basil, and sage. Whoa, perfect. All right, so just add a little. I love to cook with herbs, so I'm adding that. I should have brought the sunlight, like I call it, the big lamp from the room, but I think my husband was using it, so I just left it over there. Okay, so I'm chopping the garlic in there. It's kind of hard to see, and I need a flashlight just to show this. But basically, is you just chop the garlic until it's nice, like it makes like a paste type. And you notice I didn't put any salt in it. So I'm going to put a little salt in there too. It's that way. About a teaspoon of salt for that much meat. And then to make it liquidy so it spreads in the meat, I'm going to put half a cap of apple cider vinegar. And I'm almost out of this one. Okay. Just kind of mix it. And I'm just going to put just a little bit of water. Just a little bit of water in it, enough to be able to spread it on the meat. So I just poured it all that goodness I just poured on that ground beef. And now I am going to use my clean, handy dandy fingers, and I'm just going to squish all those flavors together. Squish it all in there, all that garlic, all the oregano, all the seasoning into the meat so that it's delicious and every little piece of meat gets some of that seasoning in it, because we want it to be flavorful. Okay. Now, some people will put this on a baking pan. Boy, I need light, big time. Maybe I can move the camera somehow. Some people put make the meatballs, and then they put them in a pan and put it in the oven, and then the fat drains, and then they put it in the pot to cook with the tomato sauce to make it like a tomato saucy meatballs situation. But I am going to skip that oven part. Okay, I mixed it enough. And I'm going to go ahead and put it straight on the pan. And I'm going to fry it in its own fat, if you will. Sorry about the noise. Let me rinse this. There. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and cook the meatballs right there. Let me bring it closer. Closer. I forgot something important. Marie, how could you forget? All right, so I forgot to put a little bit of the sofrito in the meatball mix because, hello, that's what gives it the Puerto Rican-ness. 1 and 2. So I put 2 tablespoons of sofrito, which is our green Puerto Rican staple seasoning. And now we're talking. Oh, yeah. The smell is so good. It is so good. Que rico. How could I forget that? It's like one of the most important parts of the deal. Okay, so I'm mixing all these flavors together. And the pan is getting hot. Usually Amy's here helping me make meatballs, but she's busy doing schoolwork, so that's more important. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll them. Roll it, rolling, rolling on the river. Okay, let me get the camera a little bit closer so that you can see what's happening over here. Don't fall. Don't you fall on me. All right, there you go. So I'm just making these little balls. Notice I didn't put any oil and anything on the pan. I don't know if that's going to come back to bite me later, but we'll see. But I'm going to turn it down. I'm just making the meatballs, and the meatballs have enough fat in them to make that coating on the bottom. Albondigas. That's a funny name. Albondigas. What does that word mean? Does anyone know what the word albondiga means? You can come in and say hi. Yeah. Are you camera shy? Yeah. I'm kind of cutting my head off, actually. Steven, can you straighten that camera up a little bit so that my face shows? from the back. Kind of. A little bit, yeah. Right there. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. Now you can see the albóndigas and you can see the boricua. You can see both of us. I haven't made albóndigas in so long. Ah, it smells so good. That garlic is just And the onions too. What is that? Big piece of something. So I'm making white rice, kidney beans, and albóndigas. I haven't started the kidney beans because those I can make in a heartbeat. Those don't take long, even though I probably should have started them first. That's okay, they'll get done. Hope everyone is doing great on this beautiful day. Did it rain? It rained here. I don't know if it rained in your neck of the woods. But it sure did rain here. Okay, and there's the albóndigas. Albóndigas. Puertorrican. Okay, I'm coming. Now, just kind of mix them a little bit. Kind of let them cook. While that is cooking, I think I want to put this on a plate. Let's see, which plate? This looks like it would be a good plate for it. Yeah. So I have a plate for my flan. A yummy in the tummy flan. I already ran a knife around it so that it would get unstuck. Let me get another one. Let me try another one. This is actually my wedding knife, believe it or not. I used this 20 years ago. Can you believe that? 20 years ago. Well, 20 years in May. This was May 15th, 1999. So in May, it'll be 20 friggin' years. Unbelievable. Thank the Lord. God and his angels. All right. Let's see if this works. I don't know if it will. Whoa. It almost came out completely. Almost. Ay, nena, but that's beautiful. This is beautiful. Beautiful, isn't he? Looky there. Looky there. Tell me that's not awesome. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not perfect, but that's okay. It's going to taste pretty darn delicious. So there's my flan. I want to try it, but I have to cook. Let me try it. That's my cheesecake flan. Okay. Try a little piece. That's so good. You know, guys, you need to make this. This is so easy and so delicious. Oh my goodness. My kids are gonna love it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. So I'm making this. Turn it up a little bit. And the albóndigas are browning. You just make sure you brown them on both sides. Who wants to come over for dinner? Who's hungry? Come on over. There's enough for some of you. Not all of you, but some of you. Okie dokie. That is so good. So good, so good. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are good and your mercy endures forever. So now I'm just turning the meatballs so they cook on both sides. It doesn't look like it has a whole lot of fat in these, which is good. Which is very good because you don't want them to be greasy, okay? All right, so while that is cooking, I'm gonna make the beans. And that is going to be so quick, you won't even notice. You won't even notice. Okay, move the camera back so that I don't damage anything here. There you go. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So this is the ham that I use for beans. It has the bone in it. It's smoked sliced pork picnic ham. And the beans, you know, I make them from scratch. I buy the dry ones and then I cook them. I put them in water overnight. And then I cook them and then I store them in these plastic containers. So I'm just gonna, I usually put it in the microwave for a couple of minutes to defrost it. Yeah, I probably need to do that. Okay, let's do that. Let's do 2 minutes. So while that is doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and put the seasoning for the beans. Okay, so let these cook. And for the beans, I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of recadito. That goes in the beans. And I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. And that goes in the beans. Then I'm peeling 1 carrot. I'm going to peel 1 carrot, cut it or dice it, but not too thin. Peel it, dice it, and then put it in the beans. Dice it, put it in beans. Okay. Move stuff around. Knife. This is perfect. Okay, let me rinse it. Mommy, what are you doing in here? You want carrot? Catch. Carrots are good for dogs. So give them carrots. If you are a professional cook, don't mind my cutting skills because you just go for it. Here, Stormy, catch. Catch the carrot. Okay. And this is going in the beans. Carrots go in the beans. Beans go in the beans. Oh crap, just dropped something. All right. And about 1.5 cups of water goes in the beans. There you go. Let's keep going high. And let's see, we need a little bit of, I'm going to put a little bit of salsa in the beans. I always like doing that. 1 tablespoon of salsa in the beans. And one of the most important ingredients is the ham. So I'm going to take some ham out. I don't need this whole thing. I'm just going to cut about this much ham for the beans. Let me rinse it. Yeah, all this stuff usually comes with gooey stuff, so I like to rinse that off the meat. And I'm turning down the meatballs because they're drying up. This doesn't have to look pretty because basically this is mostly for the flavor, to give the beans some flavor. So I'm not too concerned about it looking nice. I just want flavor. All right. So my beans are ready. I'm not showing you the beans because my main purpose for this video is to teach you how to make albóndigas. Plus, I already taught you how to make beans on my last video, so go back and find it. Maybe I'll do one video just for beans. That way it's easier to find it. Okay. There it goes. This is what happens when you try to do 20 things at once. All right, so cover it up and back to the fridge. All right, so I got that. Now we need to make this happen. All right, so we have the meatballs. There is hardly any grease, guys, on the bottom of this. Hardly any grease, so I'm not going to drain it and do the whole thing that I do when I'm draining stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and start adding stuff to that. All right, so I will start with this delicious salsa. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 for good luck. Just put the whole thing in there. I just want it to be saucy. And then we have sofrito, which is almost gone. And that's okay. And I'm going to do one, and some of the juguito, some of the water from it. There you go. And then we're going to put a little bit of more black pepper, even though we already put some in the meatballs. Let me save this over here. Definitely I'm going to throw in some olives in there. And the red peppers that are in here. Definitely throw some of those in there. Some of the juice in it, some of the vinegary juice in it. Okay. Then I'm going to throw some anato. It's nice and red and saucy. And okay, tomato paste. There's some tomato paste in there, and then I put some water in there. Let's put some water in there to make it juicy. Okay, we're gonna make it juicy now. Notice I didn't measure it. I'm just kind of watch to see how much is enough to almost cover the meatballs, but not completely. All right, this is my rice. This is my albóndigas. So let's get all these flavors mixed up in here. I know it's a little watery, but that won't last. Plus, my family likes caldito. They love to have caldito in their meatballs. So just kind of let it dry a little bit. Let all those flavors dry. If you like it, if you like the caldito, the juice in it, a little bit thicker, get some maicena, or it's called cornmeal, I believe it is. Let me go find it. No, cornstarch. Yeah, if you want the juice in the albóndigas to be a little bit thicker, you throw just a little bit of cornstarch on it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't have a whole lot left. But you don't need much, just because I don't even want to put it in like that. I want to put it in my hand first. Yep. Just kind of sprinkle it. Sprinkle it around. Sprinkle around. There you go. Not too much, just enough to kind of make it saucy. Make it saucy. Now, I was going to peel a potato for the beans, but I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to leave the beans with ham and carrots and all the other flavors. I think that's good enough for that. Now for this, see, it's starting to get now a little consistency to the sauce because of the cornstarch. And there's a lot of green pepper in the sofrito that I made, so I'm not worried about putting more green pepper, but I do want to put more onions in it. So I'm going to cut an onion. What's this? I need to rinse all of this. Let me throw this in my compost and rinse this. Albondigas, yummers. I'm coming, guys. I'm just peeling this onion under the water so that I don't cry. Good enough crying. No more crying. The sorrow may last for the night. Joy comes in the morning. I'm trading my sorrow. I'm trading my pain. I'm laying them down for the joy of the Lord. All right. Looky there. I gotta show you because you're too far away. Too far away. Let's see if I can get you closer. Yeah, the onions make me sneeze. Excuse me. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the onions in there. You gotta have onions. Yummers. I gave a green pepper to my neighbor, and I gave one to someone else, and I looked in my fridge and I don't have any. If I go back to my garden, I can go get one from my garden, but I don't feel like leaving you all alone here. So I'm gonna skip it since there's lots of green pepper in the meat mix. It'll still taste good. I haven't even tried it to see if it tastes good. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Glorious. That is so good. So good. I think I want to put a little bit of cayenne pepper. Wait a minute. No, I have something better. Wait. Okay, so my friend Janita, hi Janita, she made this hot pepper for me in Puerto Rico and gave it to me. And I'm gonna put a little bit in the albóndigas, and it's gonna make it awesome. So there you go. Just actually, let me put a tapita so that to make sure that I don't put too much. So I put a little cap of the hot sauce, and this is no joke, guys. This is the real deal. So thank you, Janita. I'm using your pique in my meat, in my food, all the way from Puerto Rico, la isla del encanto. Yes, I'm cooking with authentic Puerto Rican ingredients. Well, some. All right. So guys, this is it. Uh-oh, phone ringing. This is it. White rice, beans, kidney beans, and albóndigas. I'm gonna have to take that later. Okay, and flan. Eee. Look at my flan. I'm excited. I know it doesn't look all that great, but trust me, it tastes like heaven. We're going to have a complete Puerto Rican meal tonight, even with dessert. I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, I'm going to show you one more time what the beans, how the beans are looking over there. How the albóndigas are looking. The white rice, you know what it looks like. And the flan. And that is how you make albóndigas. I'm really, really, really happy with the smell and the taste of those albóndigas. It's gonna be awesome. I kind of want to move the rice and let you see the habichuelas, the beans. Let's move the rice over here. And there's the beans in all their glory. There's the beans. Mira que rico. Look at that. Oh, no. That's gonna be delicioso, like Dora says, delicioso. Okay, and the rice is done, and we're good to go, guys. So, if you need any more information on how I made these recipes, put your comments down below, and I will let you know. Tell me if you know any other dishes that you'd like to learn, or maybe a Puerto Rican dish that you tried and you would like to learn how to make it. I would love to. I would love to make it. Even if I don't know how to make it, I'll learn how to make it. How's that? Anyways, have a great weekend. I am sweating like crazy. But thank you for joining me. Sorry about the lighting. Oh, that's better. That's better. Okay. So have a great night, a great day, a great life. Besitos.